Desserts.
Sonic Cheesecake Blasts.
5 o'clock p.m. Loosen your tie up.
Years ago, Martha Summa paid us a visit on 3 Plus U, and we were fascinated by not only her dedication to music, but her knowledge of the power it can bring. She's back on the show with us this morning, very excited because you are collaborating for another one of your virtual concerts, debuting tonight, right?
Yes, it's correct. It is.
So you're a pianist.
Yes.
Many people may have heard you play. I guess, are you still playing at Erlanger? Do you still go?
Not for a while since the pandemic.
Okay.
But hopefully soon.
So you began doing music therapy, Martha, how many years ago now?
I founded the nonprofit back in 2003 when we
Okay.
started working with kids and doing the advocacy for the music therapy work here. And in about 2013, we began an annual concert series. And each one we've been very fortunate to have been funded by the Tennessee Arts Commission on, basically to provide the audience a wonderful experience with a concert, but also to give them some little tidbits they might not have been aware of for how music can be so powerful in the therapeutic realm as well. So with the pandemic this year, we had to go to a virtual format.
But you've chosen some great fellow musicians to perform with you. Brag on your team.
Oh, my team is wonderful. We have Mark Renault, violin, who is here in town in Chattanooga, fabulous violin player, and Richard Cox, tenor, who sings all around the world. He is just fabulous. His versatility is amazing, and they're just both so much fun to work with.
He is a Chattanooga native, Richard is, and you just got lucky enough that he was able to be in town.
That's correct.
So what you've done with this one, I think, is very clever, because so many of us in this crazy past year turn to music more than ever, whether it was doing TikTok dances with your kids or having classical music on, if you learned a new language, learning some ethnic music to go along with it. So you're incorporating all of that into this concert.
Correct. We're trying to basically say this is going to be a celebration of the multiple genres and styles and rhythms that people have reached out to for comfort during the time of the lockdown. I mean, where would we have been without music during this time? Really powerful. And so what we've done is we've set up a variety of genres. We have some Stephen Foster songs. We have Manuel de Falla, the Spanish dances, Suite Popular Español for violin. We have art songs by Richard Strauss, a couple of operatic selections in both the instrumental and the vocal. We have basically a representation of blues and classical music, which is the second movement of the Ravel Violin Sonata.
Nice.
And then we're finishing off with an array of Tin Pan Alley type specialty things, including George Gershwin, Irving Berlin. So basically the research shows that people have reached out in the time of the pandemic to things that they are really that they knew in their formative years, that the tried and true, the old classic type stuff. And so what we've done on this is we've tried to give a big representation of all these different varieties and styles of music that we've reached out to in the pandemic.
Okay, so if you've ever been in a bad mood maybe and you put on some music, for me it's generally classical music, but whatever your particular genre tends to be, and you feel yourself lifted, or you have your kids trying to study for a test and they're just going crazy, and you put some soothing music on and you watch them calm down. It is not a fluke. There really is science behind it, even so much so, Martha, that you were telling me about success they have found in helping stroke victims, for example, walk better.
That's correct. We can use music basically to work with any goal-oriented therapy involving motor, speech, or cognition. So in the case of stroke, we might have all three of them being affected because we have a motor problem with either, a limb having a problem or gait. Speech can also be affected, and typically a lot of people lose their attention control, or their executive processing. And so we basically work with that also with these goal-oriented music things.
I know that the summertime slowdown has hit, and that's a great thing, but you can still use these weeks ahead as a way to introduce your family to something new. Maybe you could do dinner and a music night or something and play some music from the 50s and cook some good classic burgers or something.
Absolutely.
But get your kids' toes tapping and their mind will work in a different way.
Absolutely, that's correct.
Is it beneficial too for, you said, developmental or learning disabilities rather?
Correct. I've worked with actually several children with autism and other developmental disabilities and gotten some really amazing results. A lot of the times these children have attention control problems, and you can use like little musical games to help them wire in the attention control in their brain for that.
It is. There's so much knowledge there. We have about a minute left. That UTC now has a music therapy degree they offer.
Correct. UTC started offering a music therapy degree program in about 2019, and we are partnering with them on this program. We shot the concert on their location.
I'm telling you, if you've never seen Martha play, this is your chance to do it. And if she tells us that the violinist and singer are as fantastic as she is, then you are in for a real treat. So tonight it debuts, right?
It debuts on YouTube. We have an event website set up that is powerofmusicconcert.com, one word. And you can get to all the links there and all the information about the performers and bios and everything.
And then it will be on YouTube for the next 30 days.
It will, yes.
You are a delight. Thank you so much
Thank you
for paying
so
us a
much.
visit.
Yes, it's great to see
and
you.
for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you.
We're back after this.
Don't worry, be happy.